efficiency. Our opponent is trying to argue that we are unprepared, and we think that they're wrong. We believe the military is prepared. We do concede to the definitions, definition 1, 2, and 3, and as well as the criteria. We concede. We believe this is what the U.S. military needs to be prepared and ready. Opposition 3, we think that opposition 3, criteria A, where it says the Department of Defense spending is inadequate, bump. That's really untrue because the spending that we do is higher than anyone else in the world. So the new budget is the biggest the Pentagon has ever seen. Stockholm International Peace Research Institute, an independent international institute dedicated to research in conflict and armaments. Press release on April 24, 2017. The United States remains the country with the highest annual military expenditure in the world. U.S. military spending grew by 1.7% between 2015 and 2016 to $611 billion. Military expenditure by China, which was the second largest spender, in 2000 increased by 5.4% to $215 billion, much lower rate of growth than its previous years. It's basically saying that we spend more than China, which only is $215 billion by our $611 billion. Go to my second argument for this is what we do with the money. The new budget is the biggest the Pentagon has ever seen. Robert Burns, National Security Report, Associated Press, February 10th, 2018. It's the biggest budget the Pentagon's ever seen, $700 billion. That's far more in defense spending than America's two nearest competitors, China and Russia, and will mean the military can foot the bill for thousands more troops, more training, more ships, and a lot else. And next year it will rise to $716 billion. Please go to observation 3B, applications. Says the U.S. military Navy training is suffering from an increased deployment. We believe this is also wrong because our argument for it is the four Department of Defense branches are trained to work together. Meanwhile, Logan Nye, former Army General, has published on military.com, says February 26, 2018. Meanwhile, the U.S. Army and Marine Corps aren't the largest of the respective groups worldwide, but they are some of the most capable. Both forces enjoy very high spending per service members compared to rival forces, and that allows them to bring their artillery and aircraft to the fight. All four U.S. Department's defense branches are trained to work together on battlefields, combining their powers into one joint team. So it's he's nitpicking at the Navy. The military is wider than that. It's just one small example that he's using. The maintenance, from if you go to his second argument, the second example.
Time.
Sorry, now expand up with the precedent.
How do you know our spending's enough?
Because we more than triple the amount that every other country spends. We spend double the amount of everyone else.
Then we're spending more harder than China. Yet China might replace us for superpower.
That's not likely.
Likely. Then you said that we're unprepared. Okay, explain it. You said we're prepared, but I say we're unprepared, so can you give an explanation?
Well, we have when it comes to supplies, technology, and troops, we have like the most amount of aircraft carriers, as well as we're stationed in over like 800 different places around the world, more than anyone else.
Last question, do you think the soldiers have the right mindset?
Yeah, the one winning thing about the American Army is whenever their morale is good, and that usually is what separates them from other militaries in the world. They can win anything.
Or anything? Alright, that's all I have.
Okay,